Nate is here!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 232 pounds.
The watch on Flair's wrist has a face bigger than yours, Saxton, and it costs more than your entire house. And I hear he's got one on each wrist and one on each ankle and watches in places I can't even mention right now.
You think he'd lend one to me?
Absolutely not.
Come on, Corey, let's do it together. Woo!
Byron, don't you ever do that again in your life. The legend is here.
And from Honolulu, Hawaii, weighing in at 235 pounds, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
It's a homecoming of sorts. Steamboat served as a coach to so many of the men and women to walk through the doors of NXT. This is an awesome moment to be part of.
Yeah, so many of those hopefuls, Corey, will chronicle that legendary matchup at WrestleMania 3 in which Ricky Steamboat took on the Macho Man, Randy Savage, as their inspiration for embarking on a WWE career.
And their partner, from Sarasota, Florida, weighing in at 237 pounds, Macho Man, Randy Savage!
Guys, we have plenty of drama heading into this six-man tag team matchup.
That's right, Michael. Anytime you put 6 superstars in the ring at the same time, there's no telling what will happen.
Look who's at NXT. Move over, Velveteen. The real dream has arrived.
And their opponents, first, from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 275 pounds, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
In the history of the world, there have been 2 bad people. One was John Wayne, and he ain't around, but the other is right here in the ring.
One of the most charismatic, captivating superstars to ever step foot inside the ring.
Oh, guys, what an incredible treat.
And from Glasgow, Scotland, weighing in at 230 pounds, Rowdy Roddy Piper!
Hot Rod came here to chew bubblegum and kick butt, and he's all out of bubblegum.
Rowdy Roddy Piper, WWE Hall of Famer, one of the all-time greats. Claims he was born, guys, to cause controversy.
I believe that. Roddy Piper's entire career has been predicated
from Death Valley, weighing in at 330 pounds, The Undertaker!
And a chill has come over this arena as the dead man makes his way to the ring.
You're not kidding, Cole. There's a literal chill that just came over us. It's
During the 1980s, the flamboyance and flash of Nature Boy Ric Flair clashed with the epitome of the working man and the American dream, Dusty Rhodes. Their battles for the World Heavyweight Championship redefined the NWA.
It was the classic clash of good versus evil, Michael. The rivalry reached such hostility that boxing legend Smokin' Joe Frazier served as special guest referee for their match at Starrcade 1984.
Looking at the 6 competitors we have in the ring tonight, I think it's safe to say that we're entering dream match territory right now.
Returning to the Flair-Rhodes rivalry, Byron, the confrontations were so personal, they caused other competitors to be swept in its undertow. Flair rode with his 4 horsemen, and the American Dream enlisted NWA's most popular stars like He Might Have It. Is he done? And he releases the hold.
I don't think he had it fully locked in.
Randy Savage. He lets it go.
Yeah, I wonder why. Thanks to Raw General Manager Kurt Angle, in May of 2017, the WWE Universe saw a dream team come together when the Hardy Boys joined forces with the Lunatic Fringe Dean Ambrose. The exciting trio took on Sheamus, Cesaro, and The Miz. Truth be told, both Miz and Ambrose blended in with their impromptu tag team partners pretty well.
Byron, we always make a point to talk about continuity amongst team members. In the 6-man match, where Dean Ambrose teamed with the Hardys against Sheamus, Cesaro, and The Miz, both teams worked very well together. That surprised me, since this was the first time they teamed together. But there was something that night about the lunacy of Dean Ambrose fitting perfectly with the Daredevil Hardy Boys.
I've got to say, I had goosebumps for a week after the Hardy Boys returned to WWE at 2017's WrestleMania. During that 6-man on Raw, Team Extreme formed an effective trio with that lunatic Dean Ambrose. After a twist of fate from Matt Hardy, Jeff crushed The Miz with a swanton bomb, and that was all she wrote. 6-man tag team matches have been a staple of competition since the early days of sports entertainment. 2 teams of 3 compete against one another under traditional tag team rules. Stipulation.
Oh, and he makes the tag.
That was a game changer right there, Michael.
6-man tags can be fought under so many different types of stipulations. Teams can be part of a faction, where 3 superstars have aligned things of a common interest. The most crucial aspect to a 6-man tag team being successful is that trio's ability to act as one cohesive unit. 3 individuals working collectively at all times.
So much can take place.
Look at Ricky the Dragon Steamboat making his moves.
Whoa, this is surprising, Byron.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why he would let him out right there. There are times during a 6-man tag match where the hostility between 2 teams overflows. The result is complete chaos, and all 6 superstars duke it out inside, and many times outside the ring. It's complete and total chaos. But if you're one of the legal competitors in the ring during that time, you must return to the ring before the referee's 10 count or...
Double underhook applied. Up and... down, glam slam, free fall.
is heating up now.
Byron, you talked about the moment in six-man tag matches when all semblance of order breaks down. Many times the two teams are so determined to tear each other apart that they don't pay attention to who the legal person in the ring is or where the referee is in their 10 count. That's a huge mistake.
In the throes of battle, superstars lose their composure, and what was a six-man tag match breaks down into a Pier 6 brawl. And if you don't keep an eye on the referee's count, you could get counted out and be the reason your team loses the match. I could see Byron making that mistake and ruining it for everybody.
If you look up the word champion in the dictionary, there should be a full-page picture of Ric Flair in his diamond sequin robe and that classic WCW World Heavyweight Championship.
Blackjack, face first. Returning to your point about Ric Flair being champion, Michael, Flair's amazing body of work spans the globe and is the symbol of excellence in sports entertainment. And he was the first superstar to become a 16-time world champion.
There's one other word that should be linked to Ric Flair, fellas, and that's best. The Nature Boy spent 34 years as one of this industry's top guys. It's only fitting that he passed his excellence down to his daughter, the Queen.
For most of his life, they'd called him the Macho Man, and truer words were never spoken.
Sure, Randy Savage is as macho as they come when he steps between the ropes, but he's also one of the most sensitive superstars around when it comes to Miss Elizabeth. He's an enigma.
Corey's observation of Macho Man being an enigma is accurate. I mean, I don't always understand what he's saying, but at least the fans react.
Whether his words are as the Macho Man or as the Macho King, it doesn't matter. When Savage talks to you, you hang on to every word he says. It's what makes him the cream of the crop.
Ricky Steamboat is playing mind games, but I'm not sure if it's the time for it.
There it is. The tag has been made.
Oh, he needed that in the worst way, Michael.
Oh, and he connects. There's no reason to lose your footing on a move like that. Come on, toughen up.
Took him out at the knee.
There have been a lot of romances in WWE, but few had the genuine emotion that Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth shared, especially when they got married at SummerSlam in 1991. He wants to do this in the ring.
Suplex.
Oof. To echo Michael's sentiment about Randy Savage's wedding, it isn't uncommon for love to be found in WWE, but nothing compared to Randy and Miss Elizabeth.
That match made in heaven got ugly at the reception, however, when The Undertaker and Jake the Snake showed up uninvited. I guess all that love and sunshine can't last forever.
In 2016, the New Day found themselves in the middle of a sick and twisted rivalry with the Wyatt family.
And he tags his partner in.
Momentum has certainly shifted here, Michael.
Not where he wants to be right now.
Hey, he got himself into this mess.
Well, he's got to get himself out of it now.
Corey, we've talked about six-man tag matches, and earlier
It might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over till it's over.
showing some quickness there.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat tags in. Now just measuring him.
Is he done? Look at this. He let it go.
Curious decision there, Michael. Over time, there have been various types of six-man teams that have been successful. There are family trios like the Guerreros, the Grahams, the Andersons, and the Von Erichs. There have been members of factions who have also produced tremendous six-man teams like the Fabulous Freebirds, the Four Horsemen, the NWO, and D-Generation X.
Only one place to go when you're stuck in the fireman's carry.
Yeah, down. And I can tell you it's not a pleasant trip.
Byron, you mentioned some families and groups that created incredible six-man teams. Talking more about factions. He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Clothesline!
Well, that'll leave a mark.
profile and doing it better than anyone ever. The Nature Boy. Woo!
Oh boy, he is rolling. And no luck against Flair there.
Are you surprised? And that one grounds him. I didn't realize he had such a glass jaw.
This might be it. Oh my. He'd be wise to stay right there.
Momentum not on the Nature Boy's side. I think it's safe to say that the action so far in this six-man tag team match is exactly what we expected.
When you put that much meat in the ring, somebody's going to get hurt. And unfortunately for him, he's the one on the receiving end of this inevitable beatdown.
A quick reversal by Ric Flair. And there's the tag. Randy Savage into the ring.
Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Thinking of big moments in Randy Savage's career, I think of WrestleMania 3, when he and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat stole the show.
I'm not sure Savage wants to remember the match because he ended up losing, but it is considered to be one of the greatest matches in WWE history, and maybe one of the first show-stealing performances at a WrestleMania, too.
I think Randy Savage is done playing.
I don't think he should get up.
To inject my opinion on that classic between Savage and Steamboat, I'm still mad about it. Randy was about to finish off the Dragon with the ring bell, but George the Animal Steel interfered.
You may be the only one with that feeling, Corey.
Little trivia about that highly touted match. That was the first time the Intercontinental title ever changed hands at a WrestleMania.
Listen to the ovation from this crowd. They love this hero.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle.
Look at this. Dusty better be careful with all this showboating.
Uh-oh. Going for the run. Choke slam.
Well, there's only one thing left to say, guys. Rest in peace. That is a huge...
He's got him covered. Quick kick out from Randy Savage.
If you thought that was going to bring down the Macho Man, you should be disqualified for being a moron.
Oh my God!
Well, there's only one thing left to say, guys. Rest in peace.
Can Savage actually pull through? We got a cover.
One, and the count's broken, keeping the match alive.
It's not over yet.
There are instances when a six-man tag match will feature a team where superstars have not always seen eye to eye or are in the midst of a disagreement. When that's the case, someone on the team must step up and be the voice of reason so the trio can function as a cohesive unit.
In off the tag. Tough spot to be in right now for Roddy Piper. Corey, earlier you talked about what needs to happen when members of a six-man team have differences or had differences in the past. If the team can't find a way to get on the same page, they will not last very long. Someone on the team has to step up and make sure for at least that match, everyone on the team can work together.
That's easier said than done. Just because superstars might be favorites of the WWE Universe or have a common enemy, that doesn't mean they'll get along. It also doesn't mean that any past issues will magically go away. In this business, people have long memories, so if someone sees an issue on their team, they need to resolve it right away. Something that is always important in a six-man match is having the ability to perform double-team moves. One of the things that successful six-man teams try and execute are double-team moves, and then have the third team member perform a signature or finishing maneuver to deliver maximum impact to an opponent.
He's lining them up. Teamwork is always paramount in a six-man tag match. Superstars want to be able to have a level of teamwork where two members of the trio perform a double team move, and the third member follows that up with a move so their opponent is really down for the count.
The key is to deliver the maximum amount of punishment to your opponent in the least amount of time. You have until the referee's count of 5. It's not like you have all day in the ring, but if your team of 3 can deliver that type of offense, your trio will be in good shape.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat feeling the pressure now.
And you know all three of the superstars he's up against won't back down at any point during this match.
Hey, you're going to get hurt in a match like this. That's just the way it is. There's really no way around it.
Yeah, but there's still quite a sizable variance as it relates to where these guys are health-wise. Setting up for the boom right in the face.
Destroyed. This is his opportunity to win this thing.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action.
He's playing with him now. Here he goes. Byron, he's got the sleeper locked in. The sleeper hold is locked in.
This could be it.
But I don't know how much gas he has left, guys. This is Roddy Piper's chance.
What a six-man tag match.
These gentlemen get after it. Here are the highlights.
That's the kind of match that makes me proud to be here at ringside. Action from the opening bell and a finish
Here
people won't
are
soon
your
forget.
winners, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, Rowdy Roddy